everyone, this is Sandra at Spirit of Avalon. So today's video is going to be showing a deck. I've had it for a little while but I haven't shown it up until now. This is the Ogham Grove deck and I pre-ordered this a long time ago. It's by Yuri Leitch and I pre-ordered it when he was still creating the drawings and things for the cards. So and I got this probably a couple of months ago. So you could have it with a bag or without. I asked for it with a bag, so the bag's really lovely. This is the website, the oghamgrove.co.uk, if you want to go over there. And this is one of those nice fair trade cotton bags. And then this is the deck. So it's the Ogham Grove Oracle deck by Yuri Leitch. And as we can see, this is the first edition, spring 2025, and it's one of 750. That's the back of the, look at it. It's just amazing. I had to have this deck. Production design is Alan Oughton, zadogo.com. And I think there are still some of these decks left if you go over to the website. So it's a two-piece box, really nice quality box. It's just white on the inside. Now you have got a little guidebook that comes with it, but you can purchase from Amazon a bigger guidebook, which you can get either in paperback or hardback. I got it in paperback because it was cheaper for me to get it that way rather than pay for the hardback. So I think I paid about $5.99 for the book, which I'll show you in a minute. So this actually has most stuff in it anyway. So we've got an introduction, the Ogham dryads. So we have Ogham dryads here. We have the botanicals and the Grove cards. Introduction, and these are the Ogham dryads, so you can see that. So dryads are tree spirits, so we've got one for each of those, so we can see there. And after that we go into the botanicals, so rowan, willow, alder, etc. And then we have the Grove cards. So as it says here, the Ogham dryads and botanical illustrations represent the circumference of the Ogham Grove, the cycle of the year, and the sun's annual journey along the ecliptic, a concept of external boundary, space and time. The Grove cards represent 16 esoteric concepts, ideas to explore within the centre of one's own Ogham Grove. The Welsh word anum literally translates as inner world, as in one's realm of dreams and visions, the source of Arwen and Imbas, poetic inspiration, self-gnosis. Some of these Grove card topics are very deep. These following passages focus upon just simple meanings for the readings. So obviously I will show you all of these when we get to them, but that's the back. So it's a nice little booklet that's actually enclosed with the deck. But before we kind of get into that, this is the paperback book that you can get from Amazon. As I say, you can also get a hardback copy, and this is basically what is in the other smaller book, just in larger format and has larger words in it. I think there is a bit more information in this one, and obviously larger pictures, as you can see, in colour. But I think where you get a bit more information is with the Grove cards. And it's nicer to have these larger pieces of artwork as well. So I wanted to have the larger book. But as I say, this was quite reasonable, $5.99 from Amazon. And I think the hardback is about £19 or £20, so quite expensive. So yeah, so that is the separate book that goes with it. So let's go back to our deck. Take that small book away. Also comes with this. This is like a pull out. So this is Yuri Leitch. I think that's lovely. I created this artwork with love to be a balm upon a troubled world. And then we've got the circle here. I'm sorry about noise from outside. I have got the window open and we've got sirens, so I'm sorry. I don't edit, so... Okay, an oracle deck is born with its destiny in the hands of others. Working with the cards is a personal and intuitive practice. You may want to start by setting an intention or asking a question. For example, you might like to ask, what do I need to look at in my life at this moment? Shuffle the cards while focusing on your query, then draw one or more cards. Read the imagery, symbols and guidebook meanings, but also trust your intuition. Keep a journal to track patterns and personal interpretations. Store your deck safely and cleanse it occasionally with incense, moonlight, or place it by your favourite tree or in your grove. Yuri Leitch, Spring 2025. And a detailed guidebook is available to download from owengrove.co.uk, or like I say, you could purchase it from Amazon. So I didn't count how many cards, being totally unprofessional, of course. Let me see if it says in the book. If it doesn't, I will put it in the description how many cards there are. Let me have a quick look. Or it might say in the little book, actually. Sorry, guys. No, it doesn't. It doesn't actually say how many cards there are. So I will count them afterwards and put them in the description, because there's more than just the Ogham cards, obviously. So these are the backs. Look at those backs. I could just sit here looking at these backs. I could anyway. Size wise, you can see they're quite large, so they're wider and quite a lot taller than the tarot card. They are nice cardstock, quite thick, but there is bend in them, so I'm sure you could riffle shuffle if you are a riffle shuffler. So to start with then, these are, now let's make sure we get this right. I will refer to the small guidebook to make sure, because our first cards are the Ogham dryads. So we have Beeth. Now he's using the Celtic or Welsh words for these, for the plants. So I won't say them all because I'll probably get half of them wrong. This looks like Lewis. But I mean, look at this artwork, guys. And you can easily look these up anyway as to what they are, if you needed to know. It may even, yes, actually, I think this is birch. So that is birch. So that is the birch dryad. Sorry, this is all over the place, guys. I'm sorry. So this is the birch dryad. So Beeth is birch. This is rowan, the rowan dryad. Then we have the older dryad. And remember that dryads are tree spirits. The willow dryad. His artwork is so lovely. I love it. We have the ash dryad. The hawthorn. The oak. Look at that around the eye. So cool. And these cards are nice and large, which I do personally like. Holly. Hazel. Apple. Really lovely. Vine. It's a dryad of the vine. Ivy. I love these. Broom. Blackthorn. Love it. One of my favourites. So then we have elder. And pine. I love pine too. Gorse, or wild gorse. Gorse is one of my dad's favourites. Heather. Aspen. And yew. So that is all of our dryads. Then we move to the botanicals. So the dryads were all of the Ogham dryads, and then we're moving to the actual botanicals of these. So we have birch. Love the mushroom down there. Rowan. And up here you've got symbols as well. So you've got Capricorn there. We've got Imbolc on the rowan. Alder. Willow. See, and it's nice because it's showing you the leaves, but also like the stems or branches, or like the buds, like on willow, like when you get the catkins and stuff. That one's ash. This one is hawthorn, one of my favourite trees, and funny enough, Aries, which is my birth sign. So funny that I've got that connection with hawthorn. Oak. I love oak. I love how the acorns sit in those little cups. Holly. One of my nieces is named Holly. Hazel. apple, summer solstice, vine, ivy, lunarsar, which we'll be coming into soon. Already, can you believe that we're almost into August already? Broom, blackthorn, such a protective plant, and you can use the needles and everything in protection spells. I love blackthorn. I've actually got a wand made of blackthorn. Elder, which is lovely, the flowers and obviously the elderberries. That's autumn equinox, which won't be far off. Libra and pine, and look at that squirrel, so lovely. Here we are with gorse. Gorse have such lovely yellow flowers. My dad planted a gorse, and it's not something that you would normally plant in gardens and things like that, but when we looked around the garden, he'd planted a lot of the Ogham plants and trees and things without us even realising. Heather, aspen, yew, lovely but poisonous. That's the winter solstice. And then these cards are the Grove cards. So we have the Self, Mycelium, which is, you know, it's what fungi grow from. It's all the network of mycelium underneath the ground, so all these roots and things. So cool. Nematona is a goddess. The Mysteries, and we've got here Ellen, Nematona, the Water's Edge, Beltane, Sylvanus. There's all sorts on that. Look at these roots, I love it. Brigid, amazing card. Ogham. I like that gods have been included, or male figures, in this deck too. Sylvan Merlin. Just amazing. The Corn Anun. Now, I think it's Corn. I know it's Anun. Let's have a look at the Corn Anun. Actually, it's probably better to look in the larger book. Let's just have a look at one of these. So we'll see if we can find the Corn Anun. Yes, so the Corn Anun, or Hounds of the Inner World, are the famous hunting hounds of the Wild Hunt. I love that. They're the hounds of the Lord of the Other World, the Winter Hunter, who is known by many names, like Araun in the first branch of the Mabinogi, and Gwynapneith and Cuna Maglos, Lord of Hounds. The hounds are ready and waiting to hunt, initiating an expedition into Anun to seek adventure and the spoils of Anun. Meaning in a reading, if the hounds of the hunt appear, a quest must begin. Adventure into Anun to seek one or more of the treasures of light. In this deck there are 4, but in mythology there are many more. That's it there. I love that. This gives me shivers, it does, because I know a bit about the hounds and the wild hunt and things like that. So this deck, I had to have it, you know. Spear of Lu. So Lu is like a sun god. Sword of Nuada. Cauldron of the Dagda. Love it. Stone of Destiny, the Fedge Fin, and I might be saying that wrong because that's most probably Irish, either that or Welsh. The Forfeda, Weave of the Fae, love it, and Anima Mundi. So that is the entire deck, guys. As I say, you can find this online. I'm pretty sure there are still some decks left. This is the first edition, so maybe he will do a second edition as well, I don't know. But it is a lovely, lovely deck. Definitely worth the wait. It's taken a long time, but you know, it was a lot of cards to actually hand draw or paint for this deck. And yeah, so if you go over to ogham.grove.co.uk, I think it is, yes, ogham.grove.co.uk, you should be able to find this, or just put it in a search, the Ogham Grove Oracle deck, Yuri Leitch. But it's a lovely one if you like anything to do with Ogham, the trees of the Ogham, tree spirits, Celtic gods and goddesses and lore. I'm sure you know it's one that you might like to have. And not forgetting that the book is available through Amazon, but you can get a PDF download, I think it is from his website. So yeah, so that's it for today, guys. I hope you really enjoyed seeing this deck. I absolutely love it, really love it. Really pleased I've got it, and I hope you enjoyed seeing this, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye for now.